I'm Liz Lucas, I'm Head of Customer and Digital Services and also Head of Procurement within Caerphilly County Borough Council. Huge opportunities in helping solve some problems. We've got a huge amount of third-party expenditure that we can leverage into making the delivery of public services much better. So if we harness our third-party expenditure and work collaboratively with our supply chain, we can deliver and solve problems that are deep-rooted within our communities. We can look at how we can engage with our communities and bring them in as part of the supply chain and use some of the innovation from within Wales to deliver different outcomes. So basically it's about the people of Wales delivering from themselves by us using our third-party expenditure in a very different way. One of the things we must get away from is the computer said no. We've got to talk to people, we've got to understand what our users need, so that's what is our communities requiring from us as the public sector, but then engaging with our supply chain and understanding how they can help and support us. So we've got to be open-minded, we've got to look at our risk, and we've got to take ownership for some of that risk because we tend to put all the risk to the supply chain, so we've got to look at that in a different way. But the most important thing for me is getting back to talking to our suppliers, understanding what they can deliver for us, look at innovation and open our minds up. I think over the years we've become risk averse. We haven't wanted to speak to people. We've just done it all through electronic systems, and that's taken away the personal touch because the communication can make such a difference. The Wellbeing and Future Generation Act gives us lots of opportunities around what do the public want for the future, what's sustainable, how we can develop communities for themselves. So if you take a different approach to procurement and engage with communities and the supply chain, we'll be able to understand what those future sustainable alternatives could be. We could look at what the communities really want from us, and new and emerging technologies which will provide a better place for our communities to live and work. We've got a huge opportunity in front of us now with the introduction of new legislation, with the social partnership bill coming through, and procurement will have a strong role to play now in actually being able to drive better outcomes. We'll be able to deliver our procurement documentation in a very different way and look at different aspects of best value, sustainability, local procurement as well, so we'll be able to deliver much more. But I think it's important, like I've said earlier, it is important about setting out in the beginning our long-term objectives and what we want to deliver through any process that we undertake. And we've got to stop doing the copy and paste of what we've done looking backwards, and we've got to start looking forward into the future and long-term relationships with our supply chains and what that can deliver different outcomes that we may not have thought of initially.